This is my mission, La Purisima. It was founded in 1787 by Father Fermin Lazuin. It was located halfway between Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo. It had about 2,000 acres of land. This is the El Camino Real. In English, it means the Royal Highway. It connected all the missions. Up ahead is the bell tower. It was rung throughout the day to signal different events. For example, when it was time to work, to eat, and for the start and the end of the day. The bells used to be made out of wood until the mission brought bronze bells. This is the cemetery. There is one cross to symbolize all the Indians and soldiers who had died. This is where they would ring the bell. This is the church. As you can see, it was able to fit a lot of people. Over here is the altar where they would worship God. And this is the resting place of Father Mariano Pabrez. He supervised the rebuilding of the mission after the 1812 earthquake. Up here is where the priest would preach to the people. Back here is where the choir would stand and sing songs, and up there is the platform where the musicians would play music. This is the barracks. It was for single soldiers. A squad of 5 to 7 soldiers maintained order and protected the mission from outside threats. The equipment included lances, swords, flintlock muskets, and rawhide shields. Here was the jail. This is the corporal's room. He was the head of the soldiers. Because of that, he got a larger bed and shelves to put his personal items. This is one of the workshops. It is called the Weaver's Room. Over 100 people worked on weaving in the mission. They produced about 1,000 blankets a year. Here is a loom where they used to make blankets. This is the Padres' quarters. They had only 139 books in their small library, which was often their only source of information they had. This is the pig pen. This is where the pigs were kept. This is the fountain. This is their garden where they grew herbs and vegetables like wheat, potatoes, and carrots. This is the horse corral. This is where they kept their horses. I'm going to take one with me for a long distance travel. This is the lavanderia where the Indians bathed and washed their clothes. They actually enjoyed it, unlike the Europeans. Next, we are going to see an example of a Chumash Indian hut, which was the tribe that worked for the mission. They had a fireplace in the center, mats to sit on, benches, and a small bed. They had a hole in the roof to let the smoke out. This is the spring house. Water went through here. As it went through the building, it was filtered with sand, and the water went to other buildings if they needed it. This is the pottery shop. They would put clay into the drag mill and they soaked it outside. They made roof and floor tiles and cups and bowls. This is the kiln where they heated the clay to make it waterproof. This is the kitchen. Here is where the Indian woman cooked meals for the padres and their guests. They served meat, fish, vegetables and fruit, and bread. In front of me is the blacksmith shop. He made many different tools, including shovels and other equipment. This is where he melted the iron and shaped it on the anvil. They would repair the items many times because iron was hard to get.
Next, you will see the olive press, which is located behind the barracks. They would put the olives inside, and the mule would go around the press and help to turn the wheel. This would press the olives, which would then be used to make olive oil.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my tour of Mission La Purisima Concepcion.